Hello students, I hope you are well. So we are discussing about integers, and today I am going to solve some maths from exercise 4D. So first problem is multiply 29 by minus 11. 29 by minus 11. So 29 by minus 11, that means 29 into minus 11. Okay, now we can multiply 29 into 11, so it will be 29, so 9, 319. So 319 will be the answer, but you can see that 29 is the positive integer and 11 is the negative integer. It is minus 11. So positive multiply negative is always negative, because I already discussed that plus multiply minus is minus, and minus multiply plus is minus, and minus multiply minus is plus, and plus multiply plus is plus. Okay, when we multiply to opposite sign, then it will be negative, and when we multiply the same sign, then it will be positive. Okay students, I am going to show you another one. Question number 4. Minus 18 multiply 13. So minus 18 multiply 13. So as I told you that it is negative integer and it is positive integer. So positive multiply negative is always negative. Okay students, now multiply 18 with 13. So 18 and 13. It is 234. Okay students, and students always remember, when we multiply any number with 0, then the answer will be 0. As for example, in question number 7, it is given that minus 57 multiply 0. So minus 57 multiply 0 means it is always 0. Similarly, if it is given that 0 multiply of minus 31, then it will be also 0. Okay, I hope understood. I repeat once again, then if we multiply any number with 0, then the result is always 0. Next, problem number 2. Find the products. So I am going to solve question number 3, because I already solved question number 1 and 2. So that's why I am going to solve problem number 3. It will be minus 8 multiply 3 multiply 5. So here students, you can see that there are 3 integers and one is negative and remaining 2 are positive. So when we multiply negative integer with positive, then it will be negative. So minus multiply plus is minus, and again minus multiply plus is minus. So that means it will be negative. Now we have to multiply the numbers. So 8 multiply 3 is 24, and 24 multiply 5 is 120. Okay, I repeat once again, 8 multiply 3 is 24, and 24 multiply 5 is 120. I am going to show you another one. Problem number 4. 8 multiply 7 multiply of minus 10. So here students, you can see that these two are positive and it is negative. So positive multiply positive is always positive, and positive multiply negative is negative. So it will be minus. Now we have to multiply the numbers. So 8 multiply 7. 8 multiply 7 is 56, and 56 multiplied 10 is 560. I hope all of you understood. Next I am going to show you problem number 4. Verify the following. Verify the following. One number problem is 18 multiply of minus 27 multiply 30. Oh, it is wrong question, sorry. Problem is 18 multiply 9 plus of minus 7 is equals to 18 multiply 9 plus 18 multiply minus 7. Now we have to verify. Verify means we have to prove that left hand side is equals to right hand side. Okay, so at first we have to calculate left hand side. So here left hand side is 18 multiply 9 plus of minus 7. So at first we have to solve the numbers into the bracket. So 18 multiply 9. So at first we have to remove this first bracket. So when we remove this first bracket, we have to multiply positive with negative. So plus multiply minus is minus, and we have to write 7. Now 18 multiply, so 9 minus 7 is 2. Now 18 multiply 2 is 36. Now we have to check that right hand side is also 36 or not. So let's check. So 18 multiply 9 plus 18 multiply minus 7. Now we have to multiply first 18 multiply 9. So it will be 162. And now students, you can see that it is positive and it is negative. So plus multiply minus is minus. Okay. Now we have to multiply 18 with 7. So 7 multiply 8 is 56 and 126. Okay, so 18 multiply 7 is 126. Now subtract 126 from 162. So it will be 36. So therefore we can write that left hand side is equals to right hand side. Now it is verified. I hope all of you understood. Now I am going to show you another one. Problem number 2. Minus 13 minus 6 plus of minus 19 is equals to minus 13 multiply of minus 6 plus minus 13 multiply minus 19. Now at first we have to check that what is the value of left hand side. So LHS, here LHS is minus 13 multiply. So when we remove these first brackets, it will be minus 6 and plus minus minus 19. Okay students. Now minus 13 multiply. So here you can see that minus 6 and minus 9 have same sign. So that's why we have to add these two values. So 19. So minus 19 and minus 6, it will be minus 25. Now multiply 25 with 13. So it will be 325, and minus minus is always plus, so it is 325. So left hand side is 325. Now we have to check right hand side. So right hand side you can see that minus 13 multiply minus 6. So minus minus is always plus, and minus multiply minus is plus, and 13 multiply 6 is 78. Okay. Now here also minus 13 multiply minus 19. So again negative multiply negative is always positive, and 19 multiply 13. Now we have to calculate 19 multiply 13. So calculate it. 19 multiply 13. It is 247. Now we have to add 78 with 247. Okay. So add these two values. Yes, it is 325 also. So that means we can write left hand side is equals to right hand side. I hope all of you understood. Next, problem number 7. Two number problem is 8 multiply of minus 12. We have to simplify it. Plus 7 multiply of minus 12. So we have to solve it by using distributive law. Okay students, we have to solve it by using distributive law. So here students, you can see that in this question minus 12 is common in both the terms. Okay, minus 12 is in both the terms. So we can take minus 12 as common. So when we take minus 12 as common, then only 8 in the first term, only 8 will left, and in the second term only 7 will left. Okay, I repeat once again, when we take minus 12 as common from both the term, then in first term only 8 will left, and in second term only 7 will left. So minus 12 multiply, now we have to add 8 with 7. So 8 plus 7 is 15. So here students, you can see that in between 12 and in this bracket no sign is there. So that means it is multiply. Okay, bracket means off and off means multiply. Okay, so when any number like this, then we can take multiply. Now 15 multiply 12, what will be the value? At first we have to see that it is negative integer. Minus 12 is negative integer and 15 is positive integer. So positive multiply negative is negative. Now check that 15 multiply 12 is what? So it will be 180. Okay students, I hope all of you understood. Now I am going to show you another one. Problem number 4. Minus 15 multiply minus 14 plus of minus 15 multiply of minus 6. This is the problem. So when you use distributive law, you have to see that is there any common term or common number in both the term or not. So here you can see that minus 15 is common in both the term. So we can take minus 15 as common. So after taking minus 15 as common, in the first term minus 14 will left, and in the second term minus 6 will left, because plus multiply minus is minus. Okay students, now students you can see that minus 14 and minus 6 both the numbers are negative, so it will be added. So that means here we have to write minus 14 and minus 6 is minus 20. Now 15 bracket minus 20, that means we have to multiply minus 15 with minus 20. So as I told you that negative multiply negative is always positive. So that means minus multiply minus is plus, and 15 multiply 20 is 300. So 300 is the answer. Okay students. Okay. So I hope all of you understood. Now I am going to solve exercise 4E. I will solve some maths from exercise 4E. So that means I am going to show you some division of integers. So first problem is that divide minus 72 by 18. So here students, divide minus 72 by 18, that means we can write minus 72 divided by 18. And students, minus 72 divided by 18, that means we can write it like this, 72 by 18. Now we can divide both the numbers by a common number. If you want you can divide like this, that 18 72 divided by 18, so it will be 4. You can solve it directly. Okay, so it will be minus 4, because minus the numerator is negative and denominator is positive, so positive multiply negative is always negative. Okay, so or else you can solve it like this. Suppose minus 72 by 18. So at first you can divide both the numbers by 2. So 72 divided by 2 is 36 and 18 divided by 2 is 9. Again you can divide 36 and 9 by 9. So 9 divided by 9 is 1 and 36 divided by 9 is 4. So that means minus 4. So you can use any method. You can divide it directly, or you can divide it like this. Okay, you can divide part by part, or you can divide it directly, whatever you want. Okay, now next is minus 80 divided by 16. So minus 80 divided by 16, we can write it like this, minus 80 by 16. So we can solve it directly, or we can solve it by using part by part. So if we want that's to solve it directly, that means we can divide both the numbers by 16. So if we divide 80 by 16, it will be 5. Or else you can divide part by part. So at first we can divide 80 and 16 by 4. So 80 divided by 4 is 20 and 16 divided by 4 is 4. Again we can divide 20 and 4 by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1 and 20 divided by 4 is 5. And it is negative and denominator is positive, so it will be negative, and it should be 5 by 1. It should be 5 by 1, but students, 1 as denominator has no value. Okay, 1 has no value when it is denominator, so we can write 5. So minus 5 is the answer. I repeat once again that you can solve it directly, or you can divide it part by part. Okay, I hope you understood. Now I am going to show you another one. Minus 76 divided by minus 19. So it can be written as minus 76 by minus 19. So we can divide it directly. So 19 divided by 19 is 1. I am dividing both the numbers by 19. So 19 divided by 19 is 1, and 76 divided by 19 is 4. And here students both are negative, so negative negative is always positive and it will be 4. So 4 is the answer. Okay students, I hope all of you understood. And today's last problem. This is the last problem for this video. 0 divided by minus 278. Students, always remember, as I told sometimes ago, that if we multiply 0 with any number, with 0, the result is 0. Similarly, if we divide 0 by any number, it will be 0. Okay students, you can write it directly, or you can show, if you want you can show it that 0 divided by 278 and 0 divided by any number is 0. I repeat once again, 0 divided by any number is always 0. Okay, I hope all of you understood. So students, integers portion that you have to practice at your home. Okay, thank you students.